So there you were, in social studies, maybe indoor recess, maybe the library. There was always a little bit of chaos, kids taking turns, someone messing with the mouse, but every once in a while, you got lucky. You sat down at a free computer, the room was quiet, and on that beige monitor, the Oregon Trail. Oregon Trail didn't start in a classroom. It started in 1971, built by 3 student teachers in Minnesota, trying to bring history to life on a mainframe. No graphics, no sound, just a keyboard and your imagination. It was simple, but it worked. And over the years, the game kept evolving. By the time it hit school computers in the 90s and early 2000s, it had become something unforgettable. A survival simulator disguised as an educational tool. This is the version that most people remember. The pixelated wagon, a hunting minigame, the brutally honest pop-ups like, "You have died of dysentery." It ran on old PCs and early Macs, and somehow it was always available in class, just waiting for you to play. The footage I'm showing here is the Oregon Trail Deluxe. It came out a couple of years after the version most of us played in school. It's the same game at heart, same wagons, same diseases, same tough choices, just a slightly upgraded look and most friendly UI. If it looks a little cleaner than you remember, that's probably why. So when I found it in an archive, I decided to try my luck on the trail once more. You'd name your party, usually your friends, maybe your family, maybe even your teacher if you were feeling bold. You'd pick your profession from banker, farmer, carpenter. You never really knew what was best, but you just picked what sounded cool. Then the choices hit you fast. What supplies to bring, what pace to travel, how much to eat, whether to ford the river or pay the toll. And then the game hit harder. Someone drowns, someone breaks a leg, someone gets typhoid, you run out of food, the wagon tips over. You slowly watch everyone in your party die, one brutal message at a time. And then, right before you lose, it says your oxen drowned. Your oxen. Did they really have to come for the animals too? The thing is, this game wasn't funny at the time. It was stressful. You didn't want anyone to die. You tried to do the right thing. You even rationed your food and rested when someone got sick. But it didn't always matter. It was the first game that showed you could try your best and still fail. And somehow, it was still fun. And it made you want to come back for more with a better strategy. It wasn't flashy, there was no power-ups or continues. It was just strategy, randomness, and chaos. In other words, the perfect survival game. Definitely my first survival game. I vividly remember one day after school, for some reason, there was barely any kids in the after-school program, and I had a whole computer lab to myself. I sat down, I booted up Oregon Trail, and for the first time, I didn't have to rush. I could plan, I had no timer, no one was waiting behind me to play, just me and the trail. I named my party, I rationed my supplies, and I played until my mom came to pick me up. Looking back now, it's funny, because just like the people on the trail, jumping into the unknown, hoping for something better on the other side, I kind of felt that way too. On the other side of that journey, I didn't just walk away from a game. I walked into something bigger. That was the moment that I fell in love with role-playing games. I was a strategist, a storyteller, on an adventure, in another world, and all thanks to a school computer game designed to teach me about history. The stakes weren't real for me at all. Not like for the people who really made that journey. But the choices felt real. The emotions felt real, and that feeling, it stuck with me. This was Oregon Trail, a game that looked like schoolwork, but taught us something way more important. How to plan ahead, how to adapt, and how to keep moving, even when everything falls apart. For me, it wasn't just a school memory. It was the first game that made my choices feel heavy. It was the first time I felt like I was part of the story. In that quiet computer lab, again, something stuck with me. A memory, a feeling, a hidden save. And if you remember it, you've got a hidden save too, just like I do. This is Hidden Saves, a channel about unlocking old memories and figuring out why some games just stuck with us. If this brought something back, feel free to subscribe because more are coming. Or drop a comment and tell me what game I should dig up next. Catch you in the next one.